One look at today's leaderboard and the unpredictability of the Atlantic crossing becomes apparent. Groupama, having lost their lead to Telefonica yesterday, were looking to catch a weather front to the south. But by the time they realised that they weren't going to link up with it, the damage was done. Having forfeited another 3 places, they were left scratching their heads and wondering how it had all gone so wrong.
Position et classement. First Telefonica, speed 13.4, heading 83.
Second is Abu Dhabi, 21 miles behind. Third is Camper,
28.6 miles behind.
4 is Groupama, 29.8 miles behind. Speed 10.2, heading 18. Wind 4 knots. Wind near 354.
It was the boats that remained heading north that benefited the most. Despite their position at the back of the fleet, Team Sanya enjoyed a pleasant day's sailing and made up some ground on the other boats.
We've had a very pleasant day sailing, possibly one of our more pleasant of the race. Not particularly exciting, just very pleasant. It's very normal for the North Atlantic, I have to admit. It's normally a bit foggy and a bit wet and wild, so no, we're having a very pleasant sail. We've got the fleet basically down to leeward here, got a bunch of Abu Dhabi, Camper, and who else is there? Puma are in one bunch, and then Groupama is slightly further aft, and Telefonica's sort of headed out of the park a little bit and has punched east, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. A little bit surprising given their position on the overall leaderboard that they're happy to separate from the pack who are chasing them overall, but good on them, they've backed their horse and they're into it.
And Mike Sanderson's surprise at Telefonica's bold move was well placed, as the Spanish boat suffered the same fate as Groupama and fell back into 4th place.
"14 miles with Abu Dhabi, another 14 with Camper. 11 with Puma, 7 with Groupama, and 11 with Sanya."
Puma, Camper and Abu Dhabi kept the faith in the northern weather track. Puma, although sailing well, couldn't match the pace of Camper, and the red boat passed them and then some, opening up a healthy margin of 9.5 miles. So Ian Walker found himself skippering Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing out in front of a hungry pack.
Yeah, as many breezes dropping and heading, so just getting off the A3 onto our masthead 0. It's our fastest sail as well, so pretty tricky right here. Bit of wind above us, but very little to leeward, so we're going to come up and see if we can stand a bit more wind. Big cloud ahead.
Camper knew what winning this leg would do to their overall rankings, and they were going to do everything to make it happen.
Day 5, another sketch just come through, confirming again how close the yacht race is. And I think we're within half a mile of the lead with Abu Dhabi now. It's certainly been an interesting leg, more like a game of snakes and ladders really than a yacht race, the amount of ups and downs we've had. Let's hope we can keep it on the up from here.
Now in sight of each other, the top 3 were looking at 36 hours of upwind conditions, and Camper began to excel, snatching the lead from Abu Dhabi.
Kind of good. Well, there was more pressure in the north like we had sort of hoped and thought. More pressure than what we thought, though, so that was a good thing. Got to not let it slip again like we did on that first day. Quite often you don't get another chance. We worked hard, risked a little bit to get back to here, so